Welcome to video number 3 of monetizing your Apperyio application through in-app purchases in the Apple Store. Video number 3 focuses on making sure you create your Apple product in the App Store correctly. There are a couple little gotchas here I'm going to point out on the way in that you may not know, you likely don't know, and they're just things that are little nuances that if you trip over them, none of your in-app purchases will work. So real quick, we're going to go over those things. We're going to do that while we go in and keep you away from those hazards. And then we'll quickly move on to the next chapter, which is, of course, creating the in-app purchase in the store and how that relates to a couple other things that are in our setup. So from here, you're going to log into your iTunesConnect account. Of course, you can get there in a variety of different ways. Again, getting here is not part of the purpose of this video. Once you get into the store, the purpose of this video, is to get us through creating an app that we just finished working on in the Apperyio test environment, and we're ready to start working through the store, and we're ready to start adding in-app purchases to this particular application. So we're going to go to My Apps. Of note, so a couple little gotchas here, or one huge gotcha. If when you come into the store, you have a warning that says, essentially in red anywhere on this UI, that says you have pending agreements that need to be signed, do not, and I repeat, do not try to create either a new app or a new in-app purchase. So if you have any one of those pending and you go ahead and create an in-app purchase with a new app, it will never ever be respected. You have to go through the process and you have to create an app from scratch, again, if you have any of those things pending. So don't let any of the legal agreements, tax and banking, be pending at the time you go in and start creating your in-app purchases. Again, specifically, you can go in here and make sure they're all signed, etc., and up to date. I would suggest that as a step, even if there's nothing here, before you create your in-app purchases. We went through at a time when we did this first with one of our first clients, where we had one of our agreements pending, and we kept getting negatives from the store. And well, anyway, long debugging process, long learning process. So don't ever have a banking agreement, tax or banking agreement pending while you're here. Finish those out before you go any further, and then come back here and go into My Apps. So again, clicking on My Apps, we're going to click on the Add an App. So new app. Of course, we're going to choose iOS, and we're going to give it an appropriate name. And we've chosen the Software Studio In-App Purchase Console, which is essentially the app that we're trying to create. We are going to do English, US. Bundle ID was the bundle ID that we had before. These are the free bundle IDs that I've got. This is the one that we've got right here that we just set up a minute ago in the previous video. And SKU can, of course, be anything. So we're going to make it that. And we're not going to limit access. And we're going to click Create. One thing I like to make sure before you go any further, after you've created your app and it comes to this screen here, is you set up pricing and availability. Most apps today are, in fact, free to download. So we're going to do that real quick. So we've selected price and we've selected free. And we are going to available in all territories, and we'll leave that selected. And then we've got a start date of today, no end date, and we're going to save it. Again, if you're choosing to ask folks to pay for your app, you might likely not be charging for subscriptions. So anyway, we've set this up as a free app, and we're going to save it. And we're done. The next thing we are going to do as part of this part of the video is we are going to make sure that this is set up for test flight. So we're going to have a feedback email. We'll need to set that up in order to start testing. I've completed the URLs for feedback. Again, you can do something as simple as, if you don't have your own website, you can do anything as simple as setting up a Facebook business page and having a privacy policy there, for example, a marketing URL there as well. Once you're done with that, click Save. So click Save, and after you've clicked Save, you'll have your internal testers and you're all ready to go. Okay, we're at the completion of this video. We've set up our product in the Apple Store for sale, and it's prepared for test and to be able to successfully create an in-app purchase on the store. We've got pricing all set up, we've got all the generals set up, and we've got a test environment all set up. The next video, again, is creating an in-app purchase on the store. That is video number 4 of 7. You can find that along with the other videos here on YouTube. If you wish to contact me directly, my name is Bruce Stewart. You can find me at bruce.stewart@the-software-studio.com. Then you can also find us on our website, www.the-software-studio.com. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on video number 4.